Welcome to the Distributed Systems series. In this video, we explore two fundamental concepts that make Apache Kafka powerful for handling massive streams of data: partitions and consumer groups. Together, they enable parallel processing and horizontal scaling, allowing you to process millions of messages per second across multiple machines. Partitions are independent, ordered sequences of messages within a Kafka topic. Think of a topic as a newspaper and partitions as individual delivery routes. Each partition maintains its own order of messages and is distributed across different brokers. This distribution enables Kafka to scale horizontally. Partitions are isolated from each other, which means they can fail independently and be replicated separately. Most importantly, messages within a single partition maintain their order, which is crucial for many applications. Let's visualize how a topic with multiple partitions works. Imagine we have a topic called user events with 3 partitions. When messages arrive, they are distributed across these partitions. Partition 0 might contain messages 1, 4, and 7. Partition 1 has messages 2, 5, and 8. And partition 2 has messages 3, 6, and 9. This distribution happens based on a partition key, which ensures related messages go to the same partition. This architecture allows different parts of your system to process different partitions in parallel. A consumer group is a collection of consumer instances that work together to consume messages from a topic in parallel. Each consumer in the group is responsible for reading from one or more partitions. The key advantage is collaboration and load balancing. Instead of one consumer reading all messages, the work is distributed among multiple consumers. When a consumer joins or leaves the group, Kafka automatically rebalances the partitions, ensuring that all partitions are being consumed and no consumer is overwhelmed. This is why consumer groups are essential for building scalable applications. Here's how a consumer group interacts with partitions. Consider a consumer group called Analytics Group consuming from the user events topic with 3 partitions. Kafka automatically assigns each partition to a consumer instance. Consumer 1 consumes from partition 0, Consumer 2 from partition 1, and Consumer 3 from partition 2. This one-to-one assignment ensures that each partition is consumed by exactly one consumer at a time, maintaining order and preventing duplicate processing. If you have more consumers than partitions, some consumers will remain idle. If you have more partitions than consumers, some consumers will handle multiple partitions. Now let's understand the principles that make parallel processing work. First is partition assignment. Each consumer gets exclusive ownership of partitions, ensuring no message is processed twice. Second is load distribution. Work is spread evenly across all consumers. With 3 partitions and 3 consumers, each consumer processes roughly 1/3 of the total throughput. Third is ordering guarantee. Messages within a partition maintain their order. This is critical for applications like financial transactions where sequence matters. Finally, throughput scaling is linear. More partitions mean more independent streams and more opportunities for parallel processing. 10 partitions enable approximately 10 times the processing power compared to 1 partition. Rebalancing is Kafka's automatic response when the consumer group composition changes. 2 main scenarios trigger rebalancing. First, when a new consumer joins the group. Kafka pauses consumption, redistributes the partitions among all consumers, and resumes. This ensures fair load distribution. Second, when a consumer crashes or leaves, the other consumers take over its partitions, guaranteeing that no partition goes unconsumed. During rebalancing, there's a brief stop in message consumption, but it's usually quick. This automatic mechanism is what makes consumer groups resilient and fault-tolerant. Offsets are critical for reliable message consumption. Each message within a partition has a unique offset, like a message number. A consumer tracks its position within a partition using an offset. For example, if a consumer has processed messages 0, 1, and 2, its current offset is 2. This offset is committed to Kafka's internal storage. If the consumer crashes and restarts, it can resume from offset 2 instead of replaying all previous messages. This prevents duplicates and ensures exactly once semantics. Offsets also enable lag monitoring, letting you track how far behind consumers are from the latest messages. This is invaluable for monitoring application health. Let's apply these concepts to a real-world scenario. Imagine an e-commerce platform with an orders topic receiving 10,000 messages per second. To handle this volume, they create 6 partitions. Then they launch a consumer group called Fulfillment with 6 consumer instances, 1 per partition. Each instance processes approximately 1,667 messages per second. If traffic doubles, they simply add more partitions and more consumers to the group. Kafka automatically rebalances and throughput scales linearly. This is the power of partitions and consumer groups. They transform a single bottleneck into a horizontally scalable system. No code changes required, just add more resources.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.